Alright, just fucking took a 15-ounce energy drink like a shot, and we're rolling. Hello everybody, my name is Shiokami and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm a purple dog, I do dog things, and things that I probably shouldn't. Enjoy your stay. Buckle up because it is story time. I'm going to be giving you some prime examples from my own first-hand experience as to why you shouldn't be a furry at school. The year was 2013. I was discovering furries for the very first time, and I was super excited. I had to have been, I think I was in my 7th grade year. I was in junior high at the time, and I was maybe about 14 or 15 years old, so, pretty cringe starting off. If you haven't seen my original video about how I found the fandom and how I discovered furries, I will put that video up there. So it wasn't very shortly after I discovered furries that I started acting really out of pocket. You know, I would start like barking and hissing and acting like a fucking animal in the middle of class. Obviously that turned a lot of heads, and that didn't really make me friends. And the friends that I did have at the time, were questioning being friends with me. I would start wearing, like, tails, and animal ears, and fucking collars, and chokers, and all the shit that you really don't want a child to be wearing, let alone in school. It was very quick that I became the weird kid, if that makes sense. I mean, I was already kind of a weird kid. I already didn't have that many friends to begin with, just because I wasn't very social around other children my age. I wasn't really interested. I got bullied a lot. Not just because of the furry thing, but just in general. So that's a quick point. If you are already getting bullied, and you decide to be a furry in school, get ready for that shit to become 10 times worse. When I would wear, like, my furry-esque memorabilia, or, like, furry merch, or whatever you want to call it, you know, I would have kids, you know, steal my tail, they would, like, rip my tail off my pants, I would have kids, like, rip up, like, my furry art that I was drawing, like, they'd, like, snatch my notebook and shit and just, like, tear it up. They would fucking bully my other friends for being associated with me, even though they're not furries, but, you know, that's just the way the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. When I would wear, like, my collars and my chokers and stuff, my friends, they would, like, lead me around like a dog, you know, they would, like, walk me around on a fucking leash. In school. So, it wasn't good. There was a time in particular that I brought my Shiokami 1.0 head to school with me, and I was, like, so proud of it because, first of all, bitch, that shit was handmade. That was handcrafted with love and care and tears and sweat and everything else. And even though it was fucking hot trash, I loved it regardless. And so I brought it to school with me and I showed everybody. That was a big mistake. 'Cause that's another thing. Don't bring your fursuits or your dino masks or whatever the fuck. Do not bring those to school. It'll be a bad time for everybody. There was a time that I was, in junior high in particular, I would wear a tail, not a fursuit tail, not like a furry tail, if that makes sense. This was like one of the real tails. Like, it was a real tail that you could buy from the Renaissance, and it was like a silver, like, fox tail. I don't remember, but it was a black tail with a white tip on the end. And I was fucking obsessed with that thing, and I would wear it with me everywhere, including school. And this had been a time where I don't know what the T on it was exactly, but the principal did not want me wearing this tail, and he told me that it's associated with gangs and gang violence, and I didn't really understand that because, first of all, I'm 14. What the shit? But apparently around this time, somewhere in New York, I don't know, there were gangs that were wearing colored tails to represent what gang they were in, or I don't fucking know, something. Like I said, I don't really know the whole tea on it, because again, I was 14, so I was just like, I'm just living my best life. I'm just being a furry, living my best life. You're discriminating against me. You're mean. You're a bully. Why can't I wear my tail and express myself? No, it was a big problem. Of course, following all of these events, I became known as the furry girl, the furry kid. You know, I was the furry. I'm pretty sure I was the only furry in my school. I know that sounds really redundant and weird, but everybody knew that I was a furry, and then no other furries came up to me and been like, hey, I'm a furry too. And typically that's very normal because it's like, hey, you and me, we got this same niche, let's fucking talk about it. But that didn't happen. So as far as I'm aware, I am the only, or I was, I'm not in school anymore, I was the only furry in my school at that time. So if that just wasn't a fucking blast for everybody. So please, learn from my example. Don't be me. You don't want to be me.